Man. I watched it on TV. I was babysitting.
First time that Hannah had beaten Greenwood.
17 years.
17 years. Yeah. And and did a really nice job in the second half. They established their run. They used the passing game on the edge after throwing the ball down the middle some in the first half and getting one tipped. One was behind a receiver. One was in front of a receiver, overthrown. One was overthrown. One was behind a receiver. 3 intercepts in the first half, and but they calmed down the second half and did a nice job. It was a very solid second half, I thought, by both teams. And Hannah won that game and is still in the region picture. And we started the discussion post game Friday night about if things continue over the next 2 weeks, we could be looking at probably the greatest Hannah Westside game ever played.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be for the region championship. Both teams will headed to the playoffs, and both teams have been scoring points this year.
Yeah, they've been entertaining.
Westside will, I think, be a favorite, and after what they did to Hannah last year, and I don't know if Hannah's quite ready.
Hannah's still got to play Hillcrest.
Right, Hannah's got Hillcrest left, and
Westside's got Lawrence. So
yeah, but I think Westside. Well, the Hillcrest game was big for Westside, beating them at Hillcrest, and but it could be, and I don't know what time you'll have to get there to get a parking place. They're liable to be parking down there at Ryobi for that one. I mean, that everybody in town will want to see that one. So I think it'll. I just hope we get to that point.
Cobb, I have best I can figure, starting with Boys High in 1959. And between radio and the cable TV that Jim Frazier and I did for 17 years, I think that I have broadcast 275 Boys High or Hannah games. And I'll bet you I've only broadcast a Yellow Jacket win 1 or 2 times, because I didn't do that last one, I don't think, in 17 years. Well, I might have done that one if it was played here. But very few years, and all those, counting Boys High.
You know about Greenwood?
Yeah, Greenwood.
Yeah.
Did I say
something? No, you didn't say.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
Greenwood and the Yellow Jackets, either Boys High or Hannah. Just 3 or 4 times in all those years, in those 275 games, have I ever broadcast.
Yeah, I know. In my experience, I can't remember what years, but I don't think I ever saw Hannah get close to Greenwood.
Yeah, and the same thing goes for, I did Westside games a few years, especially the years my sons were playing over there, and they did never beat Greenwood during that time.
Well, and again, we were talking Friday night.
Take it back, TV with Luckadoo maybe one time.
How much has Emerald High School diluted Greenwood High School?
Well, since Emerald, though, they've won 3 or 4 state championships. Since Emerald.
Well, that's true, I guess. But
Cathcart won one or 2.
And Emerald's had a winning program.
Yes, they have.
So maybe it hasn't hurt them as bad, but
Emerald hurt Abbeville for a while.
Okay.
And that's different counties, but they still some kids moved around or did some stuff. Right. But Abbeville's kind of made their comeback.
Yeah.
Okay, that pretty well wraps up another Mostly Sports Talk. Cobb, thank you so much for being
Appreciate
with us.
It.
And we'll say goodbye and see you again next week. Also, we'll have another program up tomorrow, Mostly High School, with Lake Morris.